we're living in the internet age.
Why don't people get this more and faster? I mean,
because people look backwards instead of looking forward. 90% of people default into looking behind them instead of looking ahead of them. It's the human psyche. I think most people are scared of change and they look for negatives. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Just so happy you're part of the team.
Current. I'm gonna try to get
There was literally something about that scene that was so perfect for me. Morning vlog, 9 a.m. here in Stockholm. Gorgeous, nice background. I'm with a bunch of good looking men here. We're about to go to some meetings. Super excited about the day. Getting a lot done. Yes, Jan. Oh, thank you very much. Here's my good friend, Arctic Startup.
Yes.
You guys might have saw that headline.
Finland 100 Independence Day today.
Finland's 100
Yes.
independence? From who?
From Russia.
I thought so. Yeah. I know my history. Anyway, see you in a second. Bunch of meetings, got my keynote. A couple recaps before we go into the day. Gonna give you some edits here, Babin. Number one, pop it fully in full edit mode. The $1.80 strategy is crushing. I want you to start deploying the 18-cent strategy. You're gonna drop $1.80 a day, 2 cents at a time, 9 top posts times 10 different hashtags every day, and that will massively build up your audience. Shane, everybody wants to talk. The way to win is to listen and then contribute. Everybody wants to put a picture of themselves like you looking cool running, but I looked at your social and just like 99% of people watching, nobody's listening yet. That's okay, that's not discouraging to me. Nobody listened to me at first either. Let me say it one more time. For over a year, nobody watched my shows on YouTube. The way to be discovered is to either put out great content, have one great piece of content go viral and then everybody discovers you, or become part of the community. You're gonna get exposure, you're gonna get some followers, you're gonna contribute, but you're also gonna learn because you're gonna watch 90 pieces of content doing well on Instagram, which is then gonna inspire and help you strategize the content that you yourself are gonna put out on Instagram. That's a good use of 3 hours a day. I'm getting tweeted, DM'd, emailed like crazy when I taste something like the 2017 Flip Challenge that I know brings value to you. An amazing thing is happening. People are blown away that one of the best strategies in social media is being social. Understand it, watch this clip. Actually, you know what? I got nothing else to say. Get that in, let's go on to the rest of the day.
Exactly. As soon as
and that taste of like actually doing it.
Exactly. As soon as I knew how to run all.
Right, because you have friends that have been working in place for 15 months still haven't done anything.
Exactly, still like making coffee and like printing things out for their boss and that's it. And it's just incredible. And then, like I say, a year went past, All Saints and Hunter, I'd sort of built the processes from the ground up. I said to Jenna, look, I don't actually think I'm like learning anymore. I think I'm just following processes now. And within a month, I'm on Grand Tour, running like the biggest spend that the London office has, and pretty much like autonomously as well. And just like that, I just don't know would ever happen anywhere else.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good, and like, that's the way you learn, and it's the way you develop, and like, as you say, like I have friends that go work in finance or for other agencies, and they don't do anything for 2 years, 3 years. Whereas I think in 2 or 3 years, like
the game changes.
Exactly. Like I've done so much that's just.
There's no substitute for doing.
No, literally.
I'd rather, you know, the other thing, the biggest mistake that business owners make or companies make is when they don't let somebody do something for 2 or 3 years, they don't know if the person's good.
Exactly.
So you paid for 2 or 3 years, they've not done anything productive, and then they get exposed once they hit the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly, it's a good point.
Just a bad strategy. Yeah. To me, it's like, it's offense versus defense. For me, the reason we put you in that position and everybody in that position is we believe. And if unfortunately it doesn't work out, quicker to learn, you know? Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna know if you're good at skiing by watching videos. You're gonna learn by getting on there and finding out.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, they're waiting inside.
Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
Take care.
Thank you.
Hello, Sebastian.
Sebastian, real pleasure.
Thanks. Delighted.
Yeah, where do you want me?
Let me change.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, so what's up, Gary? How you doing?
Life is good.
Man, I've been following you since 2 years back.
Thank you.
And I mean, it's crazy when I just saw your style and the vibe you send it out to your audience, and I just felt like this is a thing I need to put some energy on.
I appreciate it.
You know, I didn't know nothing about filming, so I went out filming with my cell phone, and clients were buying my
clips.
Yeah, basically.
Love it.
And I got into this selling content for companies.
Yes.
So I've been working for 2 years, got a little bit bigger camera.
Yes.
Got some people around me that's gonna potentially be
Surround yourself with good-looking people.
good.
Smart strategy.
They're better than me.
I get it.
I mean, it's thanks to you, man.
That makes me
Honestly.
very happy, brother.
And
Well, I was the seed, but you nurtured it, right?
Yeah.
So when people are like, you did it, like, thanks to you, I'm like, I'm doing it for everybody. I'm doing it for the culture, for the community. I'm doing it, but the people that grab it and do something about it, you know? I'm just creating the conversation. I'm forcing the conversation in the way I do it down people's throats, but I'm fascinated by the people that listen and watch and are like, yeah, listen and watch and say, F you, him, but most importantly, listen and watch and then go do something. That's the more interesting part. And the reason I talk so much about patience is a lot of people watch me start something and then give up 10 days later. 10 days. Silly.
Sick.
I think the next step is to not overly think about the next step. You know, like those cliche things, like if you want to get to the top of a mountain, it's like one step at a time. I believe in that. Like I think the biggest thing that cripples a guy like you, 2 years in, starting to build something, you know, you get a little taste and you want more, right? That's always a dangerous part. I'm very scared usually at year 2, 3, 4 of a little bit of momentum. That's where a lot of people try to go too fast and break the whole thing, get a little fancy, get either content or too hungry. It's about staying in the middle and remembering what got you there. I mean, look, I'm a great example of it. You know, I always want people to watch me carefully. Like, I'm winning, I've gotten fancy, and I'm getting less fancy. Like, I'm like, you know, as good things are happening for me, I'm trying to go more tried and, you know, as the light gleams, I'm trying to go more into being an operator. I'm gonna speak less next year. I'm gonna operate more. I'm gonna do more HR and see my people. Like, I think it's just important to, I don't think about what's next, ever. Like, of course I'm thinking every day about what I wanna do that's going to help me win, but I don't think of it as next. I think people look at it like, you know, and I just look at it like, and so I think the best way to have something happen that's going to bring you value is remembering what got you there. What got you to where you are right now is you got motivated. You took a camera from your phone and you started doing it, and then good started happening. And I think a lot of people start overthinking and putting too much pressure on themselves for what's next. I see a lot of companies and people go from 0 to $1 million and then stick at $1 million for 5 or 6 years, and they beat themselves up. And I always remind them that that's incredible. But more importantly, I try to remind them that the reason you're not growing is you changed when you got from 0 to $1 million. Got it?
Yeah.
And so for me, as I get more fame and recognition and opportunity, I'm tripling down on humility and patience. I think the guy that or girl that has my position is always in the best position. I think when you're selling something new, it's less early bird gets the worm and it's more second mouse gets the cheese. There's a lot of people that don't want to work with us because I'm the one that most upset them, and it's the second or third. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
How do you do that then? How do you know?
I mean, I get enough for what I'm looking for, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's all relative, right?
But how do you transit, you know, with your platform, you create a lot of leads, obviously.
Yes.
How do you convert those?
By running an actual good business.
Yeah.
You know? Bye-bye.
You gotta get the selfie.
Yes, of course.
Before you go.
Of course.
Thanks, man.
I wish you well.
I'll email you then.
Please.
Yeah, we
please.
will come and visit you.
That'd be very nice. The basketball team, I'm a real fan. Because I haven't won yet.
I probably watch the Rangers more than you watch the Rangers.
Yeah, I bet. At this point, Babin, this is it. This is Babin. This is you've been waiting for this. I know you've been. Why don't you go take a picture? This horse lamp is. All right, everybody, give Babin some love. A little more. Good.
We will take approximately 25 minutes of your time.
No problem. I don't think this is as generational as people think. I think this is more psychology than it is, you know, none of the 4 people sitting in this room, right? Well, Babin's young, but the 3 of you're pretty, how old are you? 35. Yeah, I'll
Gary's talking to our sound engineer.
That's
now.
right. I bring everybody into these podcasts. I like to break the walls and visualize for you, everybody who's listening. Yeah. Look, the 3 of us didn't, like, 35, I would say, look, you know, it's not about how old you, I'm 42 and I feel more curious and more understanding of the culture and the game than plenty of people that are 18. I think it's a mindset. And so it's a very interesting time to be alive. There's so much opportunity and I'm excited to be a part of it. I only want one thing for people that I have. Really, outside of health, the only thing I wish for people is them to love what they do as much as I do. When I do new podcasts or new video shows, I love reading the comments of the audience that don't know me. Inevitably, 5% of the audience will leave a comment that refers to drugs. If they want to be really snarky, they'll say, cocaine, Ritalin, they think that I'm on something. And I always reply because I've never tried smoking a cigarette, let alone done Adderall. I reply with so they'll say cocaine, and I'll reply gratitude. I'm so grateful that I do what I love every day, and what I love, for clarification, is just being an entrepreneur, playing. The challenges, the risk, the excitement.
But you're also high on your own energy. You have tremendous energy.
I have tremendous energy because it builds momentum. When you're doing what you want to be doing for a long period of time, it builds momentum. I didn't have the same energy in school. I hated school. I was optimistic, I was high energy, that's my DNA, but not like this. This is now a supernova because now I'm 20 years into being in my zone. The breath of fresh air, the exhale I had on the first day that I worked at my dad's liquor store, like there was no more school ever again. That was incredible. I just posted something on Instagram for the mindset. I'm getting more and more intrigued by mindset because I used to think of it as fluffy, like self-help, and now I think of it more as strategy. What's your strategy in life? Somebody asked me on Instagram after I posted this, Gary, if the mindset has been skewed, how can you bring it back? And I answered by surrounding yourself with people who have the mindset you aspire to. My friends, please understand that mindset is controllable in the same way that all our opinions are controllable. The key is to add more people with optimism and cut people with negativity. It's very, very simple. Now, it's very hard to cut people with pessimism, cynicism, and negativity when they are the people that are the closest to you, parents, siblings, spouse. But the bottom line is, if you're asking the question, I'm gonna give you the answer. The answer is add more people with positivity and optimism and cut people with pessimism and cynicism. Who you surround yourself matters. What content you consume matters. I basically suffocate myself for a long period of my time and created an environment that was based on offense and optimism, and now I know no different. Please do the same for you. Make that move. Mold, and I mean mold, your mindset by what you consume and with whom you consume it.
Julien, nice to meet you, Gary.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Such a pleasure. How are you guys?
Just fine. How about you?
Hey,
nice to meet you, Gary.
How are you?
Like, first of all, I'm so inspired by your whole career, everything you've done, and I mean your social work as well. How do you do to stay in shape?
Mentally or physically?
Yeah, physically.
Physically, I travel with a trainer.
Yeah.
Which was a huge commitment I made. And I try to watch what I eat, but I work out every single day.
Yeah.
7 days a week, I'm in the gym.
Oh, that's amazing. Because I actually saw before, I saw you had something in your
Yes.
back pocket. it's a donut.
I love it.
Man.
Yeah, I eat those too. But then it just makes me work for an extra 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I love it.
But it's funny because they're actually showing up whenever
Yes,
you don't.
yeah. In my armpit too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you hold your hand like that,
Yes.
and we have two of them, so I take one of the donuts in my hand, and you
Yes.
squeeze this one really tight in your hand.
Okay.
Really tight. And now I take this one invisibly, and I place it back into your hand. Did you felt anything?
I'm gonna have 2 donuts, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
There you go. If I pull out 1, 2, how many do you have left?
I'm supposed to have 2, but I have a funny feeling I don't.
Open your hand like bam.
Yeah, I have a lot of donuts.
That's crazy.
So
Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Cool.
yeah, that's epic.
What do you think, Mom?
Yeah, I think so too, because you know they are so when they do something.
They're all in.
Yeah, all in. Sometimes too much.
Yeah.
Perfectionist, like.
I understand.
Also,
You know, honestly,
I'm worried about them.
honestly, that's an interesting observation. I really think to be successful, it has to be sometimes too much.
Yeah.
To be successful when everybody else wants it too, it has to be 110%,
Yeah.
not 97.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody wants to be 97.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize is I don't think it even takes 100. I think it's 102. Like,
Yeah.
I dream strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They work about 14, 15 hours every day.
I believe it, man.
Medias
and
you know the deal. Yeah. Work all the time.
Working on new ideas, different things, creating content, everything.
Yeah.
Behind the screen or in front. I get it. It's such an interesting, and I remember Maradona in '86 with the punch, the fist. Yeah, I watched that game, and so there's things I've always remembered. And the '94 World Cup was in the U.S., but my soccer, I'm setting up for the vlog that my soccer skills are 0, double 0.
But you like to,
But I'm competitive as and I'm basically trying to mentally will a miracle right now.
So basically the goal is to get the ball between the legs. If you do that...
Of who? Of the other person?
We would try to do it on you and you would
But
try
we're gonna
to do
play
it
like 1 against 1, so it doesn't...
Understood.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's make a circle real quick.
Yes, exactly like you stand right
Okay.
now. It's perfectly cool.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't it be better for me to have the bigger bag?
Let's go for it. So 3 goals to win the game or a nutmeg. Then it's finished directly, okay?
Oh, and nutmeg is a direct win?
Yes, direct win. So, let's go for it. Strategy.
I have a strategy. I'm not getting nutmegged on the first minute. All right, 1-0. Be careful, be careful. I'm already feeling extremely accomplished. Oh, he nutmegged me. I didn't even realize I lost.
That was amazing, man. But you have a second contender, so my other team.
Oh, great. Super pissed about the nutmeg. I didn't even realize I lost.
Great game, great game.
Crazy. I was a bit
You're welcome.
And that's what we're gonna give you a ball before we go to the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll catch you guys later. So, very excited to be here. You have to understand what we're living through. We're living through a race. We're about to run a marathon in technology. Technology will eat up every aspect of everything, always and forever. It's how it works. The bookstores were first, then it was people that owned taxi services, then it was the hotel industry with Airbnb, but it will keep going. The biggest TV networks in the world, now that there's OTT, this will keep going, everything. Just because you have big contracts with the biggest companies in the world, what's that contract worth when that company is not alive? This is real. And so we're about to run a marathon. And the reason I stress on you to be good at that is not because I think that's the end all be all, but you have no chance to be good at AR and VR and machine learning and cryptocurrency and everything else that's coming next if you did not ground yourself in this. You can't run a 40-mile marathon right now on this spot if you haven't been on the treadmill for the last 6 months and running little mini races to prepare. And if you are not adapting this psychologically first, religion first, and then becoming a practitioner, you need to be the architect, the general contractor, and the plumber, because if you don't, you will lose. And so
Thank you.
Thank you.
Started just based off of your stuff, right? Started live streaming myself, making a hip hop demo every single day because that's what I'm into. So I'm on Twitch now.
Yes.
Build that up over the last month. I was like no one's doing that much in the creative, the music section right now. Why don't I like lead that up? So I've been doing that. I've seen like, you know, baby steps, even for small artists like me, right? One month from starting, I see SoundCloud plays every single day now go from 10 to 20, 100, 150, just climbing up. So just want to say thanks. If I could give you a hug.
Yeah, brother.
Really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, man.
Almost done.
Is that right?
Yes, it's true.
Get out of town.
John's dad.
Get out of town. You knew this?
I know, I met him before.
Oh, dude, this is amazing, guys.
Hey.
It's such a
Thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure.
It's a pleasure
This
having
is
you
so
here.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We couldn't miss it when you were in town.
I'm so glad you guys came.
Yes, thank you so much for everything you've done for Elliot. I
Thank
so
you.
much appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
He looks up to you.
He's a very special kid.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yes.
He really is. That's amazing.
And I'm sorry you have this weather and everything. You have
No,
to come
it's
back.
fine. I
Have
mean,
you
this
been
is-
here before?
I've been here before.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here before.
So then you
I am
know.
so glad you guys
Yes,
are here.
yes.
This is such a pleasure for me. Dunk, look who I found. The family is finally together. I can do this. I got that. That was symbolic. That was super symbolic. I felt good about that. There was literally something about that scene that was so perfect for me. Me through, you stuck, yes. She was very senior in this market.
Thank you, Gary, for the invitation.
Yeah, of course, great to see you. The fact that I would have time to look at something and think about the bad, I mean, I don't have time to celebrate my good friends doing good. The f am I doing spending time trying to drag somebody? It's such a bad life that I now, when I read his daddy helped him, he sucks, he fucking cocky asshole. I feel bad. I'm like, you're using that as the energy of the output of your life. You've absolutely lost. And the other thing, and I apologize, the truth wins at the end. I mean, I did a sneaker. I got killed behind the scenes. He thinks he's a big shot. Nobody's who the f is gonna buy a sneaker, K-Swiss, who gives a f? GaryVee? What does he think, he's famous? Until my sneaker sold out in a day. Then what? The truth is gonna win. Either they're right or you're right. But you're too important to spend a minute on them. The 5% of people that you actually need to win with mentally, never believe that stuff.
The 5% only?
The 5% of people that you need to win with in the world are not paying attention to a headline in Business Insider. I started realizing, you know what started happening? I started getting more trolls, but more Warren Buffett and The Rock, like winners. And I said, wait a minute, if that's at the end of the day, it's gonna be the results. At the end of the day, it's gonna be the results. Nothing else, nothing else. So to me, just because people are booing your team when you're losing in the second quarter down by 10, as long as you win the game at the end, you win.
This is good. This
Good.
is what I need. You know, this is karma.
I know.
I was in the spot like I fucking need.
My man, you're gonna fucking listen, here's the best part. I know, you're good. It makes me so happy, man. Look, like my whole life has been that. I got made fun of for launching a website instead of a second liquor store. I got made fun of for doing a YouTube show. I got made fun of a lot for investing in Facebook and Twitter. It's 2007. My financial advisors were upset. This is stupid. What if it goes to zero? I'm like, but what if it doesn't? Everybody's on the defense, my man. You've done something. Yeah, man. And more importantly, merit will, and by the way, it's not that you and I are cool. We may be wrong. They may be right. But when they're writing from the stands, they have to wait for the game to end. I mean, look, if somebody came along and tweaked the MLM network marketing model and made it cleaner and less bullshit, it's real. By the way, it happened. It's called Seamless and Uber, like affiliate, like it works. Incentivized works. You can make anybody do anything if you incentivize. I can get everybody naked here right now. 100%. Babin, what's your price? I'm no. Now be careful. I'll tell you why.
It's cheaper when you put it in cash. That's a bit different because if you
I agree.
It's $1 million.
But I'll watch it. But wait a minute. I'll Venmo you. I want you to get butt naked right here, right now. Let's play this out for a second. In theory, what do you think? How much? Like, you agree that I can get you butt naked, right?
For sure.
Okay.
So immediately, like 10K popped in my head, but then I was like,
It's like
if you Venmo me 10K, I still don't know if I.
Right. So let's play. How much money do you think it would cost right now for you to literally go right there, right now, and get butt naked? What do you think? Like, seriously. And be careful, because I'm in a weird mood. And I'm looking to get 10 million views on this episode. What do you think?
Are you sweet? No. Okay, so then
He's from Pensacola.
You don't know anybody.
20?
20?
Start like turning in my head a little bit.
And then you should do like Gary do.
I swear on my kids, I might pay you the number. So I need you to really be careful. And really, because this is where you could lose all the equity if you go back on it. What do you think it would cost for you to get 100% naked right here, right now? What do you think? I'm trying to think for myself. How much would it cost you to shave your head? No, shave the head. Shave your head, that's an interesting one. You're fine. What about for you?
I'm cheap on that.
How much?
I've done it.
So, how much?
$100.
Okay, I'll pay that right now. Let's shave his head, $100. Right now. We're gonna shave his head. How do we get, like, can you go into your, is there a razor in your, you in?
Hey, I'm game. It's Finland. I'll do it for Finland.
For Finland's 100th birthday. This is amazing. This is
I'll
amazing.
pay you 100 if you shave it.
I'm paying you $100. That's done. But now they have a razor. Babin, get on it. Babin, leave this right here. I mean, there's got to be either. It's either in our hotel room. Go downstairs and find out if they can give us shaving cream, because I want it to be good for him. Doing this is 100% guy vlog. We're shaving his head. It's $100. All right, Babin, record yourself.
I'll leave this here. I'll vlog on my phone.
Oh, even better. All right.
I'm gonna find anything after 8 o'clock in Sweden.
So like a few minutes ago, Gary asked me how much it would cost me to get naked in the middle of the bar. I said 25,000. He then asked everyone how much to shave their head. The guy next to me said $100. Gary told me to go out and buy a razor.
Hi. I have a really weird question. Is there like a pharmacy or anything open around here that I could get clippers to cut someone's hair with?
We have a 24-hour pharmacy.
Okay.
So if you go between those houses.
I just want to say that if I was in New York, this would have been handled in about 6 minutes. But because I'm in Stockholm, everything closes at like 7. Which is proving a little bit more difficult.
Hi, how's it going? Do you guys have razors? Like if in theory I needed to cut my hair off? No. Would there be anywhere around here that would have that at this time? No. All right, thank you.
All right, guess we're at another L in Babin's column. Now I have to go tell Gary I couldn't find it. Not gonna go over well, which means I might end up having to take all my clothes off in the middle of the bar.
Ready?
We all will go to your place.
Very upset. Babin has failed. Lev 1, Babin 0. You're very fortunate or unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I want to do it for Finland, 100,
Yes.
100, boom.
We should shave 100 in his head.